What's going on there, YouTube land and also some social media lands? Welcome to an all new video. This video we're going to be doing a movie review of a new film that just came out last week. And is a third film in a great trilogy of films that started back in 2014. So we're going to get right into it. Before we do that, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on anything or any other videos I might put up. As always, people, if you enjoy my content here on YouTube, definitely check out my other social media platforms, so Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all those places. I pretty much post on all of them on a regular basis. So definitely check those out. And also check out my awesome Patreon page where you can get all kinds of cool stuff that you don't get here on my YouTube. Oh yeah. As always, people, let's get right into this. Welcome, one and all, to an all-new video. So like I was saying before, we're going to be doing a movie review of a new film that just came out last week. And is a sequel to a amazing trilogy of films that is the third film in this series. And that happens to be the film called The Equalizer 3. Yeah, The Equalizer 3. Yeah. So The Equalizer 3 just came out, like I said, last week, and is a great third film in a great trilogy of films that kicks butt, has great action, great story, and just overall is a great series. And what a great way to kind of conclude this supposed chapter of this trilogy. Now, of course, this film has, an amazing cast, has an amazing story, and overall just a really fun film that, a lot of people, I don't think they think it was going to be as good as it was, and it really kind of, I think, blew away a lot of people. And I came out of it going, wow, that was a really fantastic film, and I just really enjoyed what they did with it. Now, this film happens to be none other directed by a great gentleman that has directed a lot of great films over the years, and is just a master in his craft. And that, of course, is Mr. Antonio Fuqua. Oh yeah, Antonio Fuqua, yeah! So Antonio is a fantastic filmmaker. Absolutely love everything he does. He always has great cinematography, always gets great writing, great action, great actors, great everything about it. He just brings always to his films and always makes really fantastic done films. Of course, you might recognize films like the Magnificent Seven remake. You might recognize other films like Two Guns. He also has done a slew of other films over the years, and just is a really amazing director. Now, another film that he directed that I really enjoyed and thought he did a really good job with is a great film that came out a couple years ago, and is actually just had its 20-something anniversary, and it's just a really well done film. And of course, the film called Training Day. Oh yeah, Training Day. Ooh yeah. If you haven't seen anything else Antonio Fuqua has directed, definitely check out Training Day, because this is one of his best films and masterpieces ever. Of course, it stars once again the great Denzel Washington, Ethan Hawke, Ava Mendes. A huge cast of actors were in this film, and it just is a solid, amazing cop film that just was so perfect in 2001, so amazing, and still to this day, 20 plus years later, is just so freaking good. And the action in it, the drama, the writing, the whole concept was just so well mastered, this film. And Antonio did such a great job of bringing that to life and giving us a real great example of what those types of cops and those undercover cops and what they went through and kind of how that world works. And he had a really great grasp on it and just gave us this really solid film. If you have not seen anything Antonio's done, definitely check out Training Day. He did a really amazing, superb job with it. But I really enjoyed what he did with The Equalizer 3. I like that he gave us a lot of action and a good storyline that was short but sweet and to the point, versus putting too much prolonged stuff in it. And I enjoyed that he gave us that really quickly and gave us a lot of great action and stuff like that. And I just think that it really proved to help and give this film a really great kind of conclusion to that first trilogy of films, and just giving us a more of what people were looking for, Mr. Denzel Washington. And it just was so well crafted and so well done, and Antonio did a great job with this film. If you haven't seen anything recently that Antonio's done, definitely go check out The Equalizer 3 in theaters now. He did a really superb job. So this movie also has a really fantastic cast, but not a very huge cast, and a couple of the actors I decided to pick and talk about are just some of the better choices, I feel, and just were a really great asset to this film. Now, to start this off is, of course, the Equalizer himself, Mr. Denzel Washington! Oh yeah, Denzel Washington, yeah! Absolutely love Denzel Washington. He is superb. He is freaking awesome. He is one of the best actors of our generation, and is just a amazing masterpiece of an actor. He's just so awesome. And, I mean, you might recognize him from a slew of films of years. I mean, from Glory to Out of Time to Devil in a Blue Dress, Remember the Titans. I mean, he has been in a ton of films over the years. Great Debaters. He is just a really fantastic actor, and he always brings greatness to any character he plays. From, Malcolm X to, even most currently his Equalizer character. And he is just a superb actor that always delivers anything he plays, and you're never disappointed by him. And he, once again, did that with this film. His acting scenes were amazing. He did a great job, and he did a majority of his own stunts throughout this film. He delivered the lines, his whole concept of the attitude he had towards these people and how he dealt with them was just on point and executed so beautifully. Just fantastically done. Now, if you haven't seen Denzel in anything recently, or just looking for something else to watch, definitely check out one of his other films that I really enjoyed, and I think is, another great film of his that doesn't get enough credit for how great a film is, and I'm not sure if a lot of people actually like it as much as I do, but I really enjoy this film, and he was really fantastic in it. And then, of course, the film called John Q. Yeah, John Q. This is such an underrated film from 2004, 2002 era that is just a really fantastic done film. Desperate father looking to get his son a heart transplant and goes to the lengths that he needs to get that transplant. And he was so on point, superb in this film. And I absolutely loved what he did with the character. I loved the camaraderie he used with all his people that he was keeping hostage. I like how he loved his son and his relationship with his wife throughout the film, and you just felt like he really was this father that was dealing with a situation where he couldn't afford to get his son the heart he needed. And I just really appreciated the film, and it really came to heart, this film, and just was so enjoyable, and Denzel was so amazing in it. If you haven't seen anything else Denzel has been in, or just looking for something new that you haven't seen Denzel, definitely check out John Q. He did a really amazing job with it. But overall, Denzel was fantastic, amazing, immortal, awesome, perfect in this film. He just was so amazing in this film, and I really enjoyed him in it, and I think he did an amazing job with this film. If you haven't seen anything recently, go check out Denzel Washington in The Equalizer 3 now. He was amazing in this film. So that brings me to the last actor I like to talk about that was in this film. And that is none other than the FBI CIA agent in this film, who previously worked with Mr. Washington back in the early 2000s, known as Miss Dakota Fanning! Oh yeah, Dakota Fanning! Woo! Dakota Fanning, yeah! So Dakota Fanning is an amazing actress. I think she's gotten better with age. She definitely had her peak, I felt, when she was younger, but definitely has matured into a really awesome actress. And I think that she is just really fun, and pretty much anything she's ever been in, she's usually enjoyable and does a pretty good job. And I think with this film, I enjoyed her being kind of in that authority power type of character. And it was different for her. I haven't really seen her in that type of role before, and I really enjoyed her as this kind of operative character that was working with Denzel's character. And I really enjoyed how she brought kind of a real funness to the character and just enjoyed being this different type of character that was like a woman in power. And I just really enjoyed everything she brought to the character, and it just was really well done. Now, another great film she was in that I think is probably one of her best films, and one of her best performances, and she just worked so well in the film and just really worked it and made a great, impression on a lot of people with how good of an actor she was. this film, and it just was a really well done performance. And then of course the film called A Man on Fire. Yeah, A Man on Fire. Yeah. So the other great Denzel Washington film that she was in with him when she was a lot younger, and she just was so superb in that film. I love the direction she took her character in. I love what she brought to it at such a young age, and her and Denzel just worked so well together and meshed really well, and they became, like one symbiotic person, and just did the role so beautifully and so to the T. And I absolutely love the relationship that they, come together in Man on Fire, and she just did a really fantastic job and really showed that she had some really good acting chops on her that she would have down the line too as well. If you haven't seen A Man on Fire for Dakota Fanning's performance, definitely check it out. It's worth the watch. But overall, I really enjoyed Dakota. I thought she looked the part. I thought she did a good job of kicking butt in the film. And I really enjoyed just seeing her in a different type of capacity of a role that I hadn't seen her in before. And it just was really enjoyable. If you haven't seen Dakota Fanning anything recently, definitely check her out in Equalizer 3. She did a really phenomenal job. So what is the Equalizer 3 about? Basically, the premise of the story is the character Denzel Washington plays has just finished a most recent assignment, and basically he's injured and has to lay low in this Italian city. And he ends up figuring out that this is the place he wants to basically retire and stay in. And while he's there, he ends up coming across these evil people that he needs to take care of to keep the peace in this city and to be able to live a normal life. It was a really well-constructed film, really well done. From what I read, Mr. Afakwa, basically, cut this down from a even longer extended version of the film that got put out in theaters. This movie only comes in at an hour and 40 minutes, an hour and 50 minutes in theaters, but originally was 2 hours and 20 minutes long. And what he put together with that, I just think he did a phenomenal job, giving us a really amazing performance that was just really just a fun film that was super enjoyable with lots of great action and great story along with it. And it just was really enjoyable. I mean, there's so many great scenes in this film. I mean, some of the scenes where it shows, Denzel Washington kicking butt, taking out bad guys, and that was really awesome. The sequence where, Dakota Fanning gets almost killed and exploded was really awesome. You had some really great kind of intricate scenes with Denzel and the doctor that fixes him up, and Denzel with the bad guys and stuff like that. And it just is really well-constructed film. Really enjoyable. If you have not seen it, check it out for the cinematography. It looked beautiful in Italy. It was so beautifully constructed there. It looked amazing. The whole scenery, the whole concept where they took this, it was so beautiful and awesome. Makes you want to go to Italy. And overall, just a really great story, a really great screenplay, overall just really well-made film. If you haven't seen it yet, definitely go check it out in theaters now. Really worth the watch. Can't wait to add this to the collection. So that's it for this movie review, guys. Always thank you for watching, thank you for liking, also thank you for subscribing. And if this is your first time here, or you haven't been here before, don't check any older new videos you might not see mine yet. As always, people, if you want to show support for the channel, definitely check out my awesome Patreon page where you get all kinds of extra accoutrements, outtakes, bloopers, all that kind of cool stuff on my Patreon page. So definitely check that out, people. As always, chat you next one.